Yo, yo, what's up? It's DNA for sure. And this video is about the people that I watch on YouTube. The YouTubers that give me a lot of inspiration and knowledge as far as answering you guys' questions. I got a question from one of the viewers, Dylan, um, about relationships. And the last time I did a video about relationships, I opened it with saying that I wasn't going to keep doing videos on relationships because I am not a relationship expert. I'm not good with my own relationships. The two girlfriends that I had were shitty and they were sick, and I don't have, I have like literally two or three friends. I don't have a good relationship with either of my parents, a lot of people in my family, and a lot of my relationships end in negativity and destruction. So, I mean, I can tell you a lot about psychology, but as far as personal, interpersonal relationships, romantic relationships, I'm not the perfect person to ask. But when I do have these questions for myself, I watch these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people that I'm subscribed to on YouTube. And actually, two of these people I am subscribed to, but I don't watch like that. But I left those for the end. So, first, as far as self improvement and the spirituality, Ra Imhotep is who I watch. I watch basically all his videos. We don't have, um, nobody's gonna have an identical spiritual outlook as you, but his is a little bit on the opposing side. But we believe mostly the same things. His self improvement videos are pretty awesome too. He just made a video on boosting your creativity. I recommend that. The next person is Ralph Smart. He's an English black dude with a small afro. He's also known as Infinite Waters. He's like one of my favorite. But the thing is, his videos are so strange to me because of his energy's good, but he seems like he's trying really hard and it's kind of plastic and scripted. But he has really, really good content and he does boost my energy and positivity like 99.9% of the time when I watch his videos. Sometimes it's just so positive that it just makes me feel more negative. And that's a lot of the reasons why I haven't seen every one of his videos. Next, for relationships, who you need to watch. I watch these guys' videos for everyday life stuff, human evolution, human psychology, and interacting on both ends with men and women. RSD Nation. R as in run, S as in snake, D as in dog. RSD Nation. And my favorite people from those are RSD Tyler, the creator of RSD Nation, RSD Todd, and RSD Julian. If you have any relationship issues or problems with the opposite sex as a male, you should definitely stop this video and fucking watch RSD Tyler right now, or Todd or Julian. Next, my favorite top five, definitely top three. Elliot Hulse. He has the same information as all four of these people, and he's so blunt and fucking funny and fucking crazy and has a lot of energy and is very motivational and inspirational. And he says a lot of wise things. Some of the things he says, I wouldn't recommend that people take it too hard or take it too literally, but he has a lot of great information and I definitely recommend him. I could watch Elliot Hulse for probably like 3 hours straight. His videos are like 10 to 15 minutes. You know, some of these people's videos are like 30 minutes to an hour long. But just his little fucking 7, 10 minute videos, I could watch like 3 hours of those. Next, is Manitya Suravi, and I'm putting these all in the description under. But she has a lot of spiritual information, um, a lot of self improvement. All these people are about self improvement, and she is a very strange character. Also, I don't know what she is, but I know she's Canadian. She has a lot of videos, and I've watched as many as I could. Her videos are a lot of the time she's doing Q&As, so they're like an hour long or 40 something minutes long. But I do recommend her meditations as far as your self improvement because they work. The next one, Till Scott, and she's done a video with Infinite Waters with Ralph Smart. Till Scott slash Till Swan slash The Spiritual Catalyst. Type any of those in YouTube, she'll pop up. But she has really, really deep spiritual information. A lot of the things some of the things that she says, I don't agree with. Like, she doesn't recommend that you use affirmations to improve your life and that you just, make the proper adjustments. Whereas I believe affirmations are very important. But that's just one thing. She has a lot of bias when she does her videos, and of course she can only give you information that she's confident in, that she's experienced and actually believes in. But she is a kind of biased in a lot of her videos. But she's very intelligent. She's like a fucking creative genius. She's like a self improvement genius. I really recommend her. She speaks kind of more complex, not metaphorical, but she uses a lot of big words, and her grammar and stuff like that is not for everybody. Next, Swami G Nityananda. His videos are like an hour long, but he'll give you the same information as Till and Manitya Suravi, of course. That's who I got. That's who I found through Manitya Suravi, but he's pretty fucking intelligent. All of his self improvement comes from a spiritual approach. So he heals the earth with the heavens, basically. But it all makes sense, and it's not all spiritual. It comes from a spiritual place, but it's not all about spirituality. It's all about self improvement. Next is Brian Johnson. He approaches self improvement through a brain mastery method. He teaches you about the brain and the scientific side, why these things work, how they work, and exactly pinpoints what needs to be done and what you want to see. He has a whiteboard, and he draws all these diagrams and shit like that and writes on paper and records it. So he's pretty good. I recommend him. Next is Gold Jacket Luke. He's more of a philosopher and not so much of a how-to person. He breaks it down like Brian Johnson, and he gives you his perspective. I'm not sure if he actually reads up on these things or he just meditates on it. I do a little bit of both. I get I get a little tipsy and I let the liquor and my past experiences speak for me. But he's pretty wise young man. He's about maybe a year older than me, if that. I think he's a year younger than me. We're 3 years around that area. Next, Tony Robbins. I actually should have said him first. Tony Robbins is like the godfather of self-help. He's like the godfather of self-improvement. He read like 1,000 books, literally. He took courses on speed reading and how to improve his reading and read like 100 books a month on fucking self-improvement. He's an actual psychologist. Only Ralph Smart and Tony Robbins on this list are actual psychologists and have some kind of certification. But he's like Everybody on this list, I'm talking about 95% of these, with the exception of maybe Manithya Sudhavi and Swamiji, and this Human Evolution TV guy, have not read or seen Tony Robbins in action. Next is Human Evolution TV. I don't know his actual name, but he's definitely more spiritual. He's an older Indian gentleman, but he has a lot of information on healing yourself and self-improvement in the spiritual way. Next is Flowering Lotus and Sebastian Van Schreier. I subscribe to them, but I haven't really watched more than two of their videos. I can't really tell you why. I probably should have watched them before, but I was planning on doing something different with my time, so I just didn't. But I definitely, like I said, I have these people's names in the description. But if there are any questions that I just don't get around to answering, it's not like I have hundreds of emails every day like these people. But some of these questions I just don't feel comfortable with answering, or I just don't do those kinds of videos, or it's something that I feel like you should do research on your own. So when I don't answer your emails and your questions and make these videos, just know it's for both of our protection. But over the course of, maybe the next 4 weeks or 16 days, watch one of these people's videos every day. Type whatever problem you have in. You could type in Elliot Holst cheating. He has 3 videos on cheating. I don't make super personal relationship question videos because that's not my thing. I know about everything. I don't know everything, obviously, but I do know a lot of things more in my comfort zone that I would be much more willing to answer. But that's it. Check out these people. Their names are going to be in the description. It's DNA for sure. Peace.